Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with a review of the Uncanny X-Men #1. I think everybody's kind of sounded off on this one. This is my take on it. I've heard it's bad. I've heard it's social justice warrior-y with big messages and all that, and I don't know. I didn't get that. But then again, I didn't get much of nothing. Seriously. I got very, very little out of this book. It's the same old, same old. We've seen it before. We've heard it before. I like the way that they say they're breaking down the team into one book and then, like, this is the team. Seriously? All these characters are on the team? Ah, man, that's a bit too much, gang. 20 characters in one book. Somebody's going to get left by the wayside. It just seems like a bit much to me. Okay. So the book opens, and it's a dream sequence of sorts. It's a vision from Jean Grey, and she's seeing the multiple man going crazy. X-Men are fighting him, and all he's saying is he's looking for Kitty Pryde. You'll see it right here in a moment. There you go. And doesn't really say why. Doesn't really say anything at all. But multiple man apparently has gone bad and is looking for Kitty Pryde. Well, you know, like I said, doesn't say anything, but you kind of get that feeling that's what they were going for. And then it gets into the big story, which is they found a cure. But we are not told that. That's the big twist. Because all we're told is that the X-Men need to go save some sort of clinic. And when they get there, they crash their jet into it, and they end up fighting, like, Forearm and all the really, really bad mutants of the 90s, like Wild Child. And, they make him mention that he's like a dollar store Wolverine or something like that. But, yeah, it's the Cure story, man. We've heard it before. We've seen it before. It's no biggie, no great thing. It's absolutely a flat line of a book. It looks okay. At least you can say that much. It's not horrible art, which is something, you know. It's something you could salvage here. It is not horrible art. For the rest of it, though, oh my goodness, how bland. How very, very bland. The only scene I could say I liked about it was when you see X-23, she's eating, and she's using her claws as a utensil, and Iceman's like, isn't that unsanitary? But she tries to play it off as tough and supposedly scaring. Iceman is like, oh, it's not so sanitary, I say so. And he's like, oh, okay, because I'm scared. And I'm thinking, no, he's right. I don't think there's anything that I could take outside of my body and say, now I shall eat with this. This is a utensil now. No, nothing. But, man, beside that particular scene, which I just ruined for you, this really is boring. It's the Big Bang Theory of comic books. You can watch it, but you're not going to get anything out of it. This right here, this is Danny Partridge of comic books. Nothing. It's there. It's gone. This is Rice Cakes. This is the Rice Cakes of comic books. You could use it as a freaking coaster. You won't even feel a thing. Nothing. This is completely harmless. Absolutely harmless. Although, yes, I did enjoy them taking down the 90s heroes. Because otherwise, there's nothing to it. Well, how can I say it more? I'm just going to stop here because I'm spinning wheels. It's bland, it's boring, it's useless, and I am done. Dang superhero comic book. 20 freaking characters, and they can't make one of them worth a damn. Can you believe that? Not one. Not one is freaking interesting. 20 characters in one book, and they can't make a goddamn thing worth the reading. So, anyway, there you go. That's my pull on this one. Let's get to the independent comic of the day, week, whatever. Okay, so the X-Men went over the same damn story again with the whole cure thing where it's like, hey, all right, I got a cure, and mutants are like, grr, I don't like it, and what are we gonna do? And then you have Bitter Root, which is racism is bad. That's the whole point of this book. I did not know that, as a matter of fact. I didn't get what they're going for. As a matter of fact, at one point, it seems it introduces characters that are on the same side as our main characters, but you get a feeling that like they're on the opposite side of the main characters because you just don't know what's going on in the book until the ending. And I'm not talking about like, oh, there's a surprise twist in the comic and now it explains everything and that's awesome. I'm talking about literally on the back page where it says, hey guys, welcome to my book. This is what it's about. Badoom. And I was like, really? That's what was going on? It's not a boring book. You know, the X-Men boring is, it's seriously. This one, however, is interesting, except you don't know what's going on. It's like, okay, it's a battle between good and evil. It's the good guys versus a whole lot of monsters, but they're doing that one thing where the little guy's doing all the fighting while the big guy's like, ha ha, you can take care of it. You need the training. Fight these guys. And the guy's like, I can't do this. All the while he's beating them anyway. Yeah, they got that scene for like 72 pages worth of the comic book. And then, of course, the girl's going, no, they say women's work is making the potions. I can fight. You know, like anytime anybody says, well, women are good at this, it's a bad thing. I don't get that point of view, but there you go. Hey, women could be good at this. Well, that's sexist. Alrighty, I don't understand why, but they've got that message in here. Let's see. And then, of course, the girl shows up at the fight and she kicks all sorts of ass. And she's like, see, I don't have to do the work that they say women are good at. I can do the other stuff. Okay. Women being good at something is not a negative. They don't have to act like men. Just saying that. Just getting that out there. Just saying. Not a bad thing that women can do things that men can't, and men can do things that women can't. You don't have to make a woman a man to make her strong. That should go without saying, but unfortunately some people need it said. And of course, if you do say it, everybody points to you and goes, you're a sexist. And, I'm not going to go through that. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, gang. This is, I don't know, maybe it's better in a trade paperback form, because it's not, this one is better than the X-Men. I'm going to say that straight out. Even though the X-Men said, hey, we're doing that same story you've read 1,000 times, and it lays stuff out, and this one's a little bit vague unless you read the what it's about page, this was still more entertaining. I still had more fun with this than I did with the X-Men. That being said, I really didn't understand that what they were going for is racism makes the monsters. Yeah, every time you see racism, a monster appears. I didn't get it because, I don't know, maybe, I don't know why. I don't know. That's what they were going for. Like, there's some cops, and then they're like, hey, I'm a racist cop. Grr. And then a monster would appear. And so I guess they were supposed to put 2 and 2 together, that because they're racist cops, the monsters appear and eat the racists. And then the people have to fight them, which I'm like, okay, wait a second. If they're racist cops and the monsters appear and they kill the racists, but you're fighting the monsters, what happens to them after? It's not like we don't get the time to see, like, does the monster go somewhere? Does the monster, I don't know. It's just weird. It's a very freaking weird book. This is the page. I'll tell you all about it. Overall, it's bad, but it's not incredibly horrible, want to throw it away bad. It's almost like you could do better, and if you did better, this would be a good book. I mean, this would be something I could recommend. Oh, but that's my opinion. What is yours? Have you read The Bitter Root or the X-Men, and what did you think? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Or were you like me, where it's like, I don't know. supposed to be good, but it isn't, and what the hell's going on? That was basically my reaction to the 2 books. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything, and if let's see, if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Helps keep making videos for you. Thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching. Oh, and one more thing. Does anybody else get it? It's like they just got off this big old X-Men crossover thing where things died, and now they're saying, woohoo, X-Men disassembled again. Come on, give us a break, Marvel.